All right, there we go, and we're live. So, welcome everyone to the first episode, well, live episode of Pew-Pew Anonymous's Event Horizon Stars Without Numbers. Um, who remembers where we last left off?
Pretty sure I remember.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where we last left off at the end of our adventures, I was trying to remember the name of his character in this game. Oh my gosh. Snake. Ooh, so Snake was currently filling out the paperwork and preparing the dead body that literally had his teeth punched through his eye holes, along with the documentation, the $70 in credits that he was carrying in cash and stuff on him, along with the paperwork and the miscellaneous little small baggies of drugs with the two detectives at the van where he was pulling over watching stuff. Tavar was sitting with the old ladies that once we got to this planet that Valley found and was hanging out with for a little bit, trying to gather some intel. So he was chilling with those ladies right there. Valley was walking back into the club. After the torturous events that happened with Tavar and Mr. Brian Humphreys, he did a little bit of first aid on the guy and stuff there. So as far as we know, he was still at the police station. And last time I checked, if I can't recall, Mr. Jack Cullen slipped into a coma due to his surgery on his shoulder.
Yeah, pretty much. He's out of commission until further notice. Yeah, so Brian, since you weren't here in the last episode, your character had stayed back at the precinct, and you were performing the necessary first aid on the informant, basically reattaching the pocket.
Right, I remember the pocket. Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, yeah.
Moving.
Meanwhile, the rest of the group had gone back to the dance club where they were following up on a lead on one of the dealers. And as Valley so eloquently put it, punched the guy's teeth through his eye holes. And he's basically weekend at Bernieing the body out the door. Out to the drunk tank wagon. I had him do a what was it? It was some kind of amazing it was the performance strength. Yep. And yep, basically danced him right out the door.
Yeah.
So.
Performance using strength. I've never seen that before.
Well, I was carrying a body.
That's like flexing. Strength.
Taking this motherfucker to the gym.
How many critical successes did you have last game?
It was a lot.
All of them?
Yeah.
Valley, roll. Okay, well, that's a success.
Yep.
Valley, roll
to see whether your success was a critical success. Oh, it's a critical.
I had a critical success with a -2.
Yeah, it was amazing. I had to give him props for, amazing rolls. So.
Thanks. Oh look.
So.
I mean, you had to give his CPU props because technically he didn't roll anything.
Well, that's fair. Props to Roll20 for helping us out with the die rolling.
Yeah.
Not helping me, but
Yeah, he was ready to snuff us last week.
It was definitely an adventure a day.
So, Snake, you're still outside. You're filling out the paperwork. Basically, the police report and I'd say like a preliminary medical report of what the condition that you have the body in. It's not exactly an actual medical report because you're not recognized by the local authorities as a medical examiner, but it's part of the police report.
I did ask for the known associates too, right before we left. We were gonna call that guy in and get his list of known associates.
I totally spaced on that.
No big deal. I just thought of it right now, or I would have said something earlier. But I was pretty sure I'm pretty sure I asked for that last week. And we had to cut it.
You have a couple of names. His father, Douglas. Wow, that's interesting. Let's go with an aunt. DU? No, wait. Jaya. Jia. Last name Lang, Liang. She's his aunt. And then we've got a Usha Song and a Huka Flavius.
Holy jeez. What's the Usha song? What's the relation?
That would be... I'm going to say that's going to be an old girlfriend.
Okay.
And Kyoka, I'll spell that for you. Kyouka. And it's a random generator, man. I hit a button. It generates
Okay, I want 2 vowels and a consonant.
Okay.
K-U-Ka. Just like it's fucking...
And Kayuka Flavius is what?
Okay. 8 consonants and one vowel, or 8 vowels and 1 consonant. Whatever.
Unknown.
No.
Which one's unknown?
The last one. The Kyoka.
Yuka, she's unknown, but who's the girlfriend then?
So
Ex-girlfriend is Usha Song or Song.
Yep.
Jai Lang is aunt. And you said there was a father name too?
Father is Douglas.
Okay.
Those are the only contacts that they are able to provide.
And we get addresses, I'm assuming.
Yes. Well, no.
No.
So the father and the aunt, you get addresses on. The ex-girlfriend, she frequents the club, and the other one that is unknown, he has been seen with her, but they don't have further details on.
Okay. All right.
Their relationship's actually unknown. He's just seen with her.
Yes. Frequently seen with, but there is no known relationship.
Okay. So I will radio the information out to the fellas
Okay.
with known contacts, names, all that kind of stuff. I don't make it sound official.
Okay.
Do you want me to repeat it all, or can we save it?
I want to hear it in game, bro.
All right. So we've got known associates of this fine gentleman who's dire need of dental attention.
Hold on, you're coming in broken. I can't hear you. The music's too loud.
This gentleman over here that needs dental attention, he's got severe trauma to his face. We've got known associates. We have a Jai Lang, who's an aunt. We've got a known location on her. We have an Usha Song. That's an ex-girlfriend. She frequents the club that we're currently at. We have a Kyuka Flavius, unknown relation, and is frequently seen with the girl Usha Song. And we have Douglas, who is his father, and we do have a known address for him.
Do we have any pictures? Since we're in the club, I mean, it would help if we had the
You
picture.
might be able to talk to your friendly door guy.
Let me back up just a little bit here. So Snake, you had requested the information. What was your method of request? I don't remember.
In the data pad.
In the data pad. Okay.
Requesting known associates.
Okay. There are some for the father and the aunt. There are basically the equivalent of driver's license pictures.
Okay.
For the ex-girlfriend, there would also be the equivalent of the driver's license. But for the other individual, all they have is some grainy security footage.
Probably from this very club.
Probably.
Can I use notice and see if I notice the location of the picture? If I would recognize the bouncer or anything in it, or is it too grainy for that?
You could. You haven't been inside the club.
Oh, the picture's inside the club?
Well, he doesn't know.
All right.
So, it is not any kind of recognizable location that you have seen.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I do have pictures. I can push them to your data pads.
Send it to my cell phone.
All right.
He doesn't have a data pad.
Okay.
Why would I spend money on data pad? I have a cell phone. A quantum phone. Sorry.
So I will
And
send that
Samsung.
information out.
Send it to my iFlip.
Yeah.
All right. So am I still next to the door, or am I haven't made it all the way in yet, or what? To the club.
Once you dropped off the body, you were headed back to the club. I would say by now you could have returned to the door.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Snake. I just want to know where I was.
I sent you the information. I don't know what else we need. The locals will be here in force probably pretty soon to take possession of the body. And then I filled out the report, and that should keep them occupied for a while between checking the contents of the packets, checking the person, and we'll have to probably close out the club for a death scene.
The body's outside, so why would we have to close the inside?
They would probably follow the trail of blood and teeth.
I think it'd be okay. I think it'd be okay. Just tell them we got it under wraps. We don't want to blow our cover.
Copy that.
All right.
Are you gonna claim oops?
Oopsie
coming right at
whoopsie.
He was coming right at me. Wasn't he? He did have an. He was armed, wasn't he?
No.
No.
Nope. He did not have any weapons on him.
Oh, but he did have the drugs in his fingers or something.
He did have drugs on him as well.
Yep.
He was trying to rub drugs on. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. Boris, my friend.
So there's probable cause to turn his.
It's stereotypical name.
Say again?
Nothing. It's a Taekwondo thing.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to be funny with fucking black belt. Do you know Usha Song? Here, let me pull a picture. Do we have a picture of Usha Song that he forwarded to me?
Usha is the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, the ex.
Yeah. So it had they have the driver's license picture basically.
Do you know her? And I show him a picture on the phone. I zoom in on the picture. Do you know this Usha Song, boys? Hi. Look, seriously, man. This right here is some triples. Trying to clean it up for the peoples. You know what I'm talking about.
You know, it's just such a haze.
Oh my gosh, man. Give me just a second. What about Kayuka? This chick right here that's related to Flavius. What about her?
My memory's not what it used to be.
Oh, it could be what it used to be. So fucking, I drop them 50 credits.
You know, the younger one looks kind of familiar. I think she's been in a couple of times, but
She's here tonight. Look, man, if we close this case, we get paid. And if I get paid, you get paid. And you know how we work together. Been doing this for a long time, ever since you wrote my name on the list.
the younger one has often frequented the club, but the older one I haven't seen. I've probably seen her around. I mean, she has the kind of face that looks familiar, but I couldn't point her out in a crowd.
All right, man. Is she here tonight? Is Flavor Flav's great granddaughter here?
Um,
Come on, man. You work the door. You know. You look at me, Boris. Come on, man. I know you're a smart man.
So the one that you're referring to, Flavius, is the one that he does not recognize.
Okay, I thought he said they were ex-girlfriend.
Which is the other one, Usha Song.
Yeah. I thought you said that's who he didn't recognize.
No.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
None of these bitches are in here tonight.
If Usha came in, or sorry, if the younger one came in, I didn't see her. She may have come in if I was on break or something, but I didn't see her. The other one, again, I mean, if she's here, it's not one of those memorable faces.
All right. We'll look at the pictures, and then I'm gonna go in the club, and I'm gonna do a notice check.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your notice roll. With the flashing lights and everything, I am gonna give you a -1.
The picture, I should have a fucking +1. Balance it out at 0.
Well, that's why you're not getting a -2. Okay.
Hey, it's an average roll.
Yep.
It's just a start. I gotta get warmed up.
It's true. You don't see anyone that looks like the pictures that you have.
All right.
I'm going to switch over to Brian here really quick. you finished sewing up the person that was being interrogated.
Okay. I
Um,
will give him a quick inoculation of a broadband antibiotic.
okay. Um, there's bound to be something like that in a first aid kit. I think you actually had a first aid kit, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I do, and that's, I'm sure, one of the things that they had.
Sure. It's reasonable, so sure. The guy is still. I don't remember if he was passed out or just utterly terrified, but he's he's definitely in shock at this point.
I don't know if his condition changed during my absence.
It would not have changed since your last session.
Okay, so he's last I recall, he was on the verge of unconsciousness just because of the pain, but I think he was still holding it together.
Okay, so at this point, he's basically just staring at a spot that's halfway between where he is and the wall. He's not responsive. He's just it's basically shock. He's basically in shock.
I'll see about giving him a CC of morphine.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Or derivative thereof.
Yeah,
Right.
I was debating on whether or not the first aid kit would have something like that. Sure, again, it seems reasonable, so why not? He visibly relaxes, but he's still just staring out at nothing.
I'll try to utilize my bedside manner to make him more at ease.
Okay. So give me a perform roll, charisma. Oh, come on, we all know about your bedside manner. This is acting for you.
Oh, I'm not so good at this.
I know. Okay. There is no change. I'm not going to punish you for a 5, but there is no change.
All right, all right. I'll go ahead and hand him off to our police
Okay.
and check in with where my companions are.
All right. So, what I'm going to do is basically reverse time a little bit here. Snake is just getting set up in the position that he was going to snipe from. Had anything occurred at the club. I believe that was on top of the van, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah. So Valley's in the club, Tavor's in the club. They don't hear your radio communication, but Snake will.
Hey, where's everyone? How we doing? This guy's patched up and comfortable.
Well, we're all at the club taking care of some things.
All right. You want me to stand by here? Are you guys heading back this way, or should I start heading your location?
I would head to our location. Like we're going back to the police station.
All right. Can you give me a coordinate, and I'll head that way?
Yeah, All right.
Well, actually, Brian would remember which club. It was the same club that you guys were at before.
Okay. Completely understand that. As I recall, Brian was not in much of a cohesive state when we left the club, so I'm not sure where the police station is compared to where we were.
Right.
Yeah, he's a little inebriated.
Well, you know what? I'll go up and I'll see if they'll send a car by and pick you up, drop you off up here.
Oh, great. Can I sit in the front?
Give me a talk check. See if you can talk. No, I'm kidding.
I was going to.
No,
I'll do it. I still have some of this Darvaset.
No, I was gonna say have Brian try and talk the patrol officer into letting him sit up front, but it's yes, you will be able to sit up front.
I'm not asking to drive. God.
That would definitely require a roll. Yeah, so if Snake, if you're going to make the request, that's fine. Or Brian, you could basically talk to the chief and make that request yourself. Either way, they pull an officer aside and have him go get a car.
Okay. Yeah, I was occupied, and so I'm not sure where our standing was with the police.
Okay. Basically, Valley
is a sweet talking SOB.
We talk some bitch.
Yeah, he successfully talked the chief into not so much working with law enforcement, but law enforcement is not going to get in your way while you're dealing with these the drug dealers.
Turning a blind eye, as it were.
Pretty much.
Maybe kicking the dog a bone under the door with a nod and a wink.
They're not going to impede on our made-up mission that got us from being arrested?
Yep. The Silver-Tongued Devil Valley successfully...
May I ask you if you want any ammo fucking refit before you leave?
Oh, yeah.
You good? You need anything? We'll swing by supply, get some bullets?
Yeah. If Brian is going to talk to anyone about getting a ride, the chief. Well, let's back up. What's the plan?
Well, in everything we've been doing, I've completely pretty much drained my Trauma 1 kit, so I could use a new one.
Well, so I should rephrase my question. Who's making the request?
For what?
For the vehicle to give Brian a ride to the club.
I thought that was Snake.
I was gonna do it.
Okay.
Since I'm officer on the scene, I was gonna say, hey, our fourth is finished with his interrogation. If we could get him a ride over here.
Okay. So you're basically contacting the front desk, who is they're going to assign an officer to be ready to go out front. Brian, what do you do?
If he relays the fact that I can get a refit, I'm going to make a direct comment that I need a new Trauma 1 kit, that mine is depleted.
Well, so that brings up the question: what else does Snake then say? I mean,
there's a vehicle waiting to take you up here, and you should be able to get ammo if you need it. You can talk to the supply sergeant; he's pretty friendly, but it's a nod and a wink. Hush, hush.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not going to ask for ammo or anything, but a definite trauma 1 kit would be nice.
Okay.
They may be able to help you out with that.
All right. So the location of the quartermaster is fairly obvious. So you can make your way back to the supply clerk. Once he realizes who you are, which is fairly obvious that you're with that same group, requesting a trauma kit. They actually have a full... What he would have to do is basically take supplies from other kits to basically build a kit for you.
Okay.
So it's going to take a couple of minutes while he scrounges around to pull items that you are requesting from other trauma kits.
The old supply adage of it's easier to get replacement components than to get an entire kit.
Exactly. So, how much time are you going to give him?
I'll graciously thank him, and realistically, I'll give him whatever seems like a reasonable amount of time. I mean, I understand what he's got to go through here, and realistically, he's helping us. He's, he doesn't owe us anything, as far as I know.
Okay. I mean, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour.
I'll give him up to half an hour before I'm like, hey, I really need to get going.
Okay. 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 So it takes him 21 minutes to scrounge together all the components. You're good on everything else? Okay. Basically, hands you the scoots it across the desk.
Right. In a plain gym bag or something.
Basically, yeah.
Scoots it across the desk, says, I'm going to go get a coffee. I don't know what happened.
Don't be here when I get back, Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And
then I'll go look for the officer, I'm assuming, towards the front.
Yeah, so they're going to have a car standing by out front. I think you were there for the session where the riot crew was smoking out the crowd.
Yes.
Okay, so you're heading out that same way that you came in. There's a vehicle out front waiting.
Okay, I'll I'll range walk to the vehicle.
Sure.
Throw my gear in, sit down. Ready when you are.
All right. I guess he would have been briefed on where you needed to go. So,
if not, I'll tell him the club name. I don't recall offhand.
Perfect. As if you know the club name, then he knows where that is. So,
crazy.
Do you remember?
Dead body out front.
Remember?
I was sober when I got to the club.
Yes. If you can remember, then the character will get some extra experience. If not, then
club borrows, please.
Nope.
Okay, whatever.
It was Lilith Prime.
Lilith Prime. Oh, yeah, I didn't write that down.
No. I don't think anybody did.
Oh,
Actually.
see, in the Barrows. Okay, got you. That's
There you
that's
go.
the
There you go.
district.
All right. So the vehicle pulls up as I'm not going to make you do a notice roll on this. Valley, you see Valley heading in to the club, and you see Snake over by the paddy wagon with
a corpse.
Well, you can't actually tell that it's a corpse from here, but it is a very limp.
Valley walked away from it.
Well,
You didn't see that.
200 meters, and here's anyway.
Right. Valley's not talking to him.
Yeah.
Valley's not threatening him. The guy's dead.
Hey, do you know any basic dentistry?
I'm a trauma surgeon, not a dentist.
That was just a question.
You forgot the damn it, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they you have been delivered, as it were. You've got your gear and everything.
Okay. You said I see Snake and Valley going back into the club.
Yeah, it looks like Snake's got a clipboard in his hand.
Okay. I'll go to Snake, seeing as how he's outside, to get an idea of what I'm stepping into, rather than jumping into it with both feet and punch someone in the face, killing them.
It's probably for the best. Good call. Good call. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, Snake, what's up?
Well, friend here had a little accident. And yeah. He had tried to assault Valley with some drugs, rub him on his gums. We weren't fully prepared for this, but it was a lucky punch, I guess.
Okay.
But this guy's obviously
Lucky.
a drug dealer. He's got a pretty large amount
Like
of
a
cash.
punch that turned his teeth into fragmentary grenades in his skull.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you do a medic roll on this, Brian. His jaw is basically just gone. It's definitely the result of more than just a punch. You've seen similar trauma.
I know he has wraps.
Yep.
So, but this even looks a bit more than just wraps. Even
This looks like
I leaned into it, so let that motherfucker know I was there.
yeah.
Not just a pow.
I like
It's
to call this a haymaker.
so you're
Yeah.
talking about a Superfly Jimmy Snuka off the top rope.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen kinesis wrap blows that are similar, but few that have been this traumatic. But it's definitely in line with that same kind of damage.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give him a good handshake when I see him again. And
This is why I asked if you knew anything about
Actually,
dentists.
Remember that
What-
one pop
what-
I gave you at the hospital?
what I might do is I might just get a bronze cast of someone's jaw, and I'll make a small trophy for him.
Valley the Jawbreaker.
Thou shalt tell no lies if thou can't speak. Anyway, okay.
Could probably find a trophy shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
Am
Alright.
I
Note to
am I
self.
done with the paperwork?
Oh yeah. Yeah, at this point it's fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna hand it off to the patrol officer. Say, hey, we're going back inside to clean up. We'll take care of it. You take care of this for us.
We'll be waiting for the medical examiner.
Sure. Holler if you need anything.
All right.
Thank you, officer. Have a nice one. I'm gonna walk inside.
Hey,
All right.
Snake, watch your footing. Apparently the floor's really slick in here.
Fucking sling that bitch yet or what? Cover it up with your trench coat?
They're all sling. They're all sewed. It's covered as much as I can.
So, what I'm picturing when you say you're stowing and covering that sniper rifle is basically the butt of the rifle would be about at your shoulder.
And it would be pointed down at the ground.
Yeah. So the barrel is basically down to your calf.
Okay, so maybe I might have to take this back.
It's a mag rifle. I mean,
yeah, there's no use. That's not real subtle, is it?
well, I mean, it's about as subtle as you can get with that. So, the other option I would give you is you could partially disassemble it. You could basically take the barrel off.
Like the M107, you take the barrel off and it slings together. You throw it in a dry bag, put it in your backpack, and then cover it up.
107 or the 110. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, you trying to be subtle with that is like me trying to be subtle at a bikini beach with a baseball bat.
Well,
It's not a real bat, though.
Then I've got two options. I can leave it here with the officer, which I don't really want to do, or I can take it back to the hotel room.
Ask the SWAT dude for a drag bag. Oh, sorry.
I think the drag bag currently has your latest conquest in it.
Yeah.
That's a body bag. Sorry.
You guys,
Potato, whatever.
how long will it take me to walk there and back?
If you're walking, it's going to be probably about half an hour if you're moving. And you could get a ride. You could have basically one of the officers take the paddy wagon and drive you there and back. Take about 10.
Rather not have the cops drop me off in front of the hotel.
I mean, if you don't mind kind of an out of character question, how much use do you anticipate, or how much do you anticipate needing the sniper rifle in the club?
Oh, I don't anticipate needing it at all.
So, disassembling it might not be a bad choice.
Okay.
Breaking it down.
Yeah.
I'll just break it down as far as I can and get it stowed in a bag then.
I mean, honestly, what I would do is, take off the barrel and basically, for lack of a better description, zip tie the barrel to the weapon. The receiver.
Two-way Velcro band.
Yep.
Yeah. And that way you can still stow it on your back. It'd be concealed at that point. It wouldn't be quickly accessible, but
I got a guy that just punched somebody's teeth through his asshole. I'm not really.
right, exactly. Not trying to tell you what to do with your character, but
Technically, the teeth more went through his frontal lobe. It was an uppercut, but yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, he now has a new asshole in his face. It's cool. No, I would definitely. I mean, what am I going to use a mag rifle in a club for? There's no way I could get it out without causing a huge amount of collateral damage.
yeah, honestly. So,
I mean, and I would leave it with the cops, but I don't know if we're going back out that same way. So,
I'll
I'll break it all the way down. I don't care, even if I got to fold in the stock and everything. I'll break it down as small as I can get it.
Okay, if you want to break it down the whole way, it's probably going to take several minutes. You're not going to have your normal rifle case, but you would have the equivalent of a duffel bag or something that you could put it in. So yeah. But if you want to go that route,
yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll strip it down.
Okay.
Strip it down, get it stowed away all the way.
Okay. So slight change of plan there, Brian. Snake is going to tear down the rifle the entire way, and so he's going to be busy doing that for a couple of minutes.
All right, so he's got a small bag it fits in, or a case, or
Basically a backpack, a duffel bag.
I would assume it'd be like a bag, like a tactical assault pack, something like that.
Not quite. I mean, he doesn't. Normally, the rifle would be stowed in a rifle case, but obviously that's not available. That's back at the hotel, so he's gonna make do.
All right, I'll go ahead and
Pretty sure I could use the
just
barrel
outside
as a
the
club if I wanted.
Yeah.
As he's doing that, I'm going to stand outside the club just so I don't have a break in contact with him.
Okay.
Once I'm done, we'll strip it down and head into the club.
Okay.
You get the images of the people we're looking for?
No, I didn't. You have a data pad I can look at?
Yeah, I'll bring up the data pad and on the images of the people that we're looking for.
Okay.
This one is Usha Song. This is the ex-girlfriend. She frequents the club. This one's a Kayuka Flavius. This is the unknown person, and they are usually seen with the X. So that's who we're looking for.
Okay, and so the X is
The younger one.
the suspected drug dealer? No, the guy we're
This
looking
is.
for. Oh wait, no, the
This
guy's
may be
dead.
somebody. Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay,
it would
okay.
be somebody that we're looking for the bigger fish. She may know the bigger fish.
Okay, are we actually looking for this? Is this actually a thing?
I think we are, but I don't
Okay,
know.
should we also maybe be asking about this sister that we originally were contracted to go find?
I wouldn't do that in this club. I
Okay.
think that's what Valley was here to do, and I think
Okay, so don't ask about it, leaky. Okay, got it.
we're trying to get favors here. If we build up a couple of favors, then people scratch our backs, etc., etc.
Gotcha. So
Question for you guys: are you having this conversation via the communications device, or are you still face to face?
I mean, I'm pretty much hot micing right now. I'm not really. I haven't turned off my mic. I don't know if it's on push to talk.
I'm pretty much
but-
face to facing. I'm not broadcasting intentionally.
Okay, so you went back to pick up the data pad, and you are having this conversation face to face.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would not be hot micing if you're face to face, unless you're intending to.
No, I don't think Valley could hear me anyway. Club's loud.
Yeah.
Hi!
I don't know if Tavor is still watching the stream, but if he is, just so you know, right now you're still at the table with the older women who
Karaoke night, ladies.
It is still karaoke night. Yep. And
I gotta sing?
do you have a song?
Not really, but want you to want me. I need you to need me. I'm begging you to beg me.
Okay, punch me in the face.
Did not see you crying. Ooh. No? No 10 things I hate about you?
So
Or is it-
Tavor is feeling a bit more tipsy than he anticipated, and hasn't quite realized that the older ladies
Older women have roofied him.
and they are rubbing all up and down on him.
Ooh. Ooh. Does he got to do a constitution save?
That'll be for once the alcohol kicks in.
How many older women are gonna like accost him?
Currently, there's 4.
Wow. Did they mix the little blue diamond pill in with that roofie?
Well, possibly, but you'd have to do a medical examination on him.
I deal with combat trauma only.
What if you're battling
Let
a
me
bottle?
rephrase that. It could be combat trauma at that point, but no.
All right, so Valley, what are you doing at this point? It's been several minutes. You had gone.
I was walking around the club and I was looking to see if I could see any of these people in here.
Yep.
And stuff. So I'm gonna move up to the towards the bar area where when I was here the first fucking time.
Right.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna send a message and be like, so what's the next deal? And I'm gonna sit down right at the bar, fucking, and just chill. Be like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm just chilling.
Okay. So you'll get a response. It's gonna say, how would that be worded? Small fish do not
Feed families.
no, a small fish isn't going to cover your tab. There are larger fish in the lake.
Okay. Without proper bait, I cannot catch the big fish. Can I at least get a fish finder sent?
Fish finder.
So basically what they're saying is that's not going to cover my tab of all the shit that I got. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I know that, but I need to be pointed in the right direction.
Right, right.
So I was asking them, so what's the next deal? What's the next task that they have for me is what I was asking them. Because I know I have it made up.
Okay.
So I wasn't like, hey, what's the next deal? Like, here's what I need to fucking from you. I was like, I was trying to find out what they need from me to do. And basically they said, catch bigger fish. And I'm like, you know how hard it was to catch this one? Luck. I just killed a motherfucker in your club. What else do you want from it? And got rid of the body with no police inside.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the response you're going to get is continue or new game.
Continue or new game? Well, it's kind of like Scum. Every time I fuck up, I end up in negative fame points. So, if I start a new character, though, I'm not in the hole. I'm going to send back Left, right, up, down, AB, select, start.
I'm gonna think on that.
That's the contra code for 30 lives, bro. I'm fucking doing this shit, son. Doing this shit.
Yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute.
Okay.
So Brian, you went. You've reviewed the data pad. You can see the information that Snake was relaying. The father, the aunt, ex-girlfriend, and the unknown contact. You're hanging out with him while he disassembles the rifle, or once you get that, are you headed back to the club? What's your plan?
I'll stand by.
Okay.
God, I wish we had our computer expert here. But apparently he's in complications.
He's in a coma. All right.
That shoulder thing fucked him up, man.
So, yeah, because I'd really like to cross-reference medical records with these names and see if we can't get some sort of contact or address or something.
I've got addresses for the father and the aunt.
Are they accurate? Are they current?
As far as the police database is concerned.
Yeah, which ain't shit on this backwards shithole planet. All right.
Now, one thing I do want to say, while your statement may have been intended as sarcasm, keep in mind that this planet is considerably more advanced than most of the planets that you guys have been to.
Right, which means it's backwards and whatever else, because they're looking at shit from a political standpoint, where most of the planets we've been to are looking at things from a logical life maintaining standpoint. Does that make sense? It's like once you stop worrying about where you're getting your food and your safety, you then start worrying about who's going to lower tax rates. So for my character, I believe that this is a backwards planet, because they're not looking at the basic fundamentals. They're looking at the more advanced economical advantages, which for me is fucking stupid.
Can I give role playing fucking out of the book thing so that way he knows what's going on? What the difference is when you start getting into TL4 and 5 planets?
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. So if you look in the if you look in the book and stuff, a lot of things, once you start getting into fucking semi-transhuman and transhuman societies and stuff, money isn't an object, because a lot of things run on artificial stuff right there. So then it becomes no longer you have to deal with stuff like that, and it becomes what is favor. And that is what and favor will get you more shit in a transhuman society than it will in a semi-transhuman society or in a TL3 and below planet where money is what talks. So until you can fucking find out how to get food, water, and money, here they've advanced technology so far, it's not hard to generate with their things, synthesize food, water, and all the other stuff. So, but to get people to do the minimalistic tasks and to do stuff, money is an object, because there isn't anything here, and a lot of stuff starts to run on AI stuff or starts to run semi-automated. Right. So there's no one to really pay to do stuff. So they get that way by your cultural elite.
And so again, Brian's
altered carbon. Money didn't mean much to fucking people, but they did favors.
Right. So with Brian's background, because he came from that frontiers type planet.
Yeah. You would see it as ass backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not. That's what I'm saying.
But I want to.
I'm looking at it as these are the basic fundamentals that make you live, and you're not worried about that stuff. What kind of stupid,
Yeah.
I don't care that you owe me a favor. What am I getting out of it? That's Brian's mentality.
Yeah. And like this basically reverts back to like bartering. So I'll do this shit for you, you'll feed me.
Status, barter. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
That gives me as a player better knowledge, but as the character, he's still going to look at it as.
Well, yeah, I wanted you guys to know.
No, great, thank you.
So,
part of the
that's out of game though.
Yeah, well, one of the reasons why I hadn't mentioned anything about that yet is the characters have not really experienced that in effect yet.
Right. No, completely understand. And again, for player aspect, it's great to know that. Character aspect, obviously, Brian still thinks it's bass backwards because.
Oh, right. Yeah. Totally understandable. I just want you to be aware that, for what your character has observed so far, while there hasn't been a lot of money exchanging hands, money does still exchange hands.
Yeah. But see, like, you got released from prison for what? To complete favor. Find my sister.
No, it's because you're really good at talking to people and they're stupid and gullible.
No, y'all's whole thing in prison was all that guy talking to you guys. I had nothing to do with that. The police section we just got out of the second time was because fucking I'm a silver-tongued devil.
Right, but you got my meaning, and I get it. No, it makes perfect sense. So let's revert back and get on with the anarchy that is us.
All right, so as I was saying, you were reviewing the data pad. You've got the information and the pictures that were provided. You're hanging out with Snake until he finishes disassembling, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I don't want to break contact with Snake. Because I have no idea where Valley is in here. I don't recall the club quite so well. And so Snake's kind of my point of contact. So I guess from a tactical point of view, he's my egress or my ingress. What do you want to call it?
Snake is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to stand by. And again, while he's breaking apart his weapon, I'm also kind of thinking that he's in a vulnerable point.
Okay.
He's busy and doesn't have a weapon available. So, of course, I'm going to cover it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So a couple of minutes, in a couple of minutes, Snake is done tearing down the weapon. I'm assuming you are taking the duffel bag with you. You're not going to leave it. Okay.
Going on my back or underneath my coat or whatever. May not be that comfortable, but it's going to be next to me.
Okay, yeah. Not exactly concealable, but it's not necessary for it to be concealed. So, I'm assuming you're going to make your way to the club?
Yeah.
All right. You guys get up to the door. Boris is there. He's going to... he starts to gesture, the come on in, as he's lifting the velvet rope, as it were. As he does, he's going to take a closer look at Brian. You're looking better than when you left.
Thank you. I had some coffee.
It's not how that works.
That's not how any of this works.
But yeah, so you're still on the list. So he will gesture you in. A couple of people in line. You can hear them upset. How do they get ahead of us? And all that kind of crap.
I'll just look back. Because we have higher standard than you do.
That was way better than what I thought he was going to say.
You can tell they're mumbling amongst themselves. You can't hear what they're actually saying, but you can tell that they're not pleased.
It's okay.
Before I start her face.
One, I thought it was going to be like that, or I thought he was going to be like fucking say something.
All right, so yeah, you guys head inside. The music is loud as expected.
Wow. I think this is causing an arrhythmic change in my heartbeat.
Probably.
Does this sound like Steely Dan?
Sounds more like Ice Cube and New Kids had a baby. And then that got stepped on and reverberated by Kanye West.
If anyone can actually pull something like that together,
I'll have it ready for next episode.
Thank you.
Pull the clip so I know who to put together. I may do a Valley short film.
I'm going to try to identify. First, I'm going to try to identify friendlies. So, try to figure out where Valley is and anyone else that we know already that we have a friendly association with. And then my second is going to be searching for the people I saw on the data pad. Correction. Second is going to be trying to identify people who appear hostile or people who obviously have weapons or weapon training. And I don't remember whether I know how to do that or not.
Wow. Okay.
What I mean by weapon training is people who, by the way they carry themselves.
Oh yeah. I understand. So let's start with that. Go ahead and give me a. I think there's still tactics as a skill.
Not tactics.
Not tactics. What's the equivalent?
So what is he trying to do?
See who has a bearing of having like military training.
That might be
leadership.
A no.
It would either be a
no or lead.
Lead is what I think would
more
be.
No.
Turn around to see.
Because
as a leader, you can pick out who other leaders are in a group.
Right, but
utilizing your leadership ability.
Yeah.
Right,
Let's see.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Yeah, go for it.
Utilize a no with a base of maybe wisdom or int, and perhaps a modifier of whatever the person is looking at. So if I was looking for someone who was grappling, I might look at punch. If I was looking for someone who was good with shooting, I might look at shoot. Does that make sense? I don't know if the game system...
Ooh, no. Give me a talk roll. Talk is how you convince other people of what you want them to believe.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is basically the equivalent of an opposed talk roll.
Okay.
So you are trying to discern what someone else...
Okay.
Okay.
So am I still using charisma, or would I use int for that? Because I'm trying to decipher... Okay.
No, yep, it's going to be an int roll. I'm also going to give you a +1 to that because that is really freaking clever.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Not horrible, but
not horrible. There's a couple of people that you can tell are definitely like off-duty, military off-duty police.
Firearm trained individuals.
They definitely have that air of more aware of their surroundings than other people.
Okay. So yeah, so my first is trying to identify my friendlies. Second is identify my possible threats, which I just did. Third is going to be trying to see if there's anyone that I've seen on the data pad.
So obviously identifying Valley, he's over at the bar. He's got his head in his phone. Tavor is currently getting rubbed on by some older gray-haired women.
Hey.
He does not
have no other way.
he does not seem as opposed to this as you think he normally would be.
Well, obviously I'm not going to be concerned about it because otherwise his sixth sense would have kicked in. So I'm literally going to discredit that.
Very well, very well.
Well, one, he's not meditating. His character is smiling.
Right.
Okay. So there's your friendlies. You've identified a couple of people that could potentially be a threat if things got hostile. No one is overtly hostile. No one is overtly threatening.
Right. You know? No, I'm just trying to identify individuals if something goes down.
Right.
You know, I'm going to get blindsided or to know where possible a friendly asset might be.
And as far as the people that are on the data pad, you don't see anyone that matches the pictures that you saw.
Okay, sounds good. I will try to point out, without being super obvious, the individuals that I noticed a snake. Because he's with me.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I'll simply just say, I think that person, XYZ, have a combat experience.
Are we talking about weapons combat experience, or I'm a drug runner combat experience?
No, I'm talking about conflict. So could be fighting experience, could be firearm experience. I'm not all that certain, but they definitely have a
head on a swivel. They're
right.
Looking.
Yeah. Has anyone thought to contact the security for this club and run a phone spatial analysis, facial recognition on their surveillance system? These individuals may have changed their appearance, especially if they think that someone's onto them.
No,
we're in contact with
management. Are you asking over radio, or are you asking on fucking?
I'm honestly, I wouldn't be thinking about radio. I would just be asking Snake because he's right next to me.
I think Valley is in communication with their management. I'm not sure how any of this is working. I'm just bullshitting along with the rest of us.
All right, then with that knowledge, I'm like, hey, let's go link it with Valley and see where we're sitting.
Yep. I'm gonna let Tavor get rubbed on. Guy needs to get laid, man. He's really fucking serious.
One of the old ladies gets up and goes over to the microphone and starts doing a karaoke rendition of
Like a Virgin.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh,
oh God. No.
And it's about that bad. It's about that bad.
Fucking horror show.
Your heart beats next to mine.
So does Seiger see me start to go for my weapon to put it in my mouth?
A high pitch.
I'm sorry. As soon as you
is
said that.
singing Madonna. Got it.
As soon as you said that, that's what...
No, I said, do you see me reaching for my combat rifle to Swallow that fucker.
I'll start humming along, waiting for it.
Okay, so Justin's in chat here. So when we last left your character, you were sitting at the table with the old women who were all drinking, and you were drinking with them. You are more intoxicated than you think you would be normally.
Hey, roofied you, bro.
And yeah, they're a bit more amorous than they were with Valley.
No.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, he's in the
One
Twitch
of them-
chat.
One of them wants to show you her pudding pop.
Oh, we're horrible people.
Yep. Here, let me.
Welcome to that Twitch ban.
Okay. So, I'm going to do an official physical save.
Oh, god damn!
All right.
You ain't passed out yet? Look at that shit.
So, surprisingly, you are fully aware. No, it's not a precog. It's not precog because it's not threatening.
Not life, limb, or eyesight.
Yeah. But
Except for maybe that VD, but you don't know about that.
For anyone,
They're medically clean because obviously it would be life, possibly.
for anyone who's familiar with the old 80s movie Ice Pirates, Space Herpy.
Oh, yes, I just had my first experience with that book today.
No, that's not actually what it would be. So Tavor is basically fully aware that the alcohol is affecting him more than normal. I will say at this point he is. I would give him an option to either continue drinking and be fully affected by the alcohol, or stop drinking and let the effects wear off. So, but
Oh no, he's not here. We get to do what we want with him.
not that much of a dick.
No, leave it up to chance. 1, he stays. 2, he doesn't.
I didn't say you were. I said we get to do what we want with him.
But regardless, he's still staying at the table with the old women who are singing karaoke at him. The only person that died was the drug dealer that happened last session. So,
he tried to touch Valley in his no spot.
So,
He's got a Lazarus pack. Don't worry, that cures space AIDS. Right?
so Brian, get drunk. All right. All right. I'm gonna do one more save for Tavor. This is gonna be a mental save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. This is perfect. All right. After a couple of more drinks, Tavor is going to get up and sing some karaoke as well.
Oh.
I motion for Snake's rifle.
Do me first, then you. Yourself. And 2 people in the party are dead. Time to reroll.
I'm not actually going to respond to that, Justin. But I will say you get to pick the song that you sing.
although it's awesome he's on Twitch, why is he not here? Having the actual, yeah.
He had to go to the airport and pick up his girlfriend. So.
Well, okay. All right. We'll let that go this time.
I forgive him. You know, it's a legitimate.
Yeah, no, I let work get in the way.
Some people just can't trust him. Yeah, so this guy's always pushing us to the middle of fucking. We got to get out of here, and here he is singing karaoke with old women, this motherfucker.
Time to find Usha's song and take a ride downtown today. I can't fucking do that trip. Interstate Love Song does not work with that. When the dogs do find Usha.
All right. So, Snake and Brian, you guys are making your way to the bar to Valley, right?
Yep.
I have no idea what STP plush is.
Plush. It's a song. It's a song.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, Stone Temple Pilots. Okay, no. Got it. Okay. Sorry, I just totally spaced that acronym. So, all right.
Spending time of pressure for chemistry.
Not helping. You guys are making your way to Valley, who's at the bar. He's basically watching the crowd, looking at his phone, watching the crowd, looking at his phone.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna jump up. I got a fucking bitchin' ass idea, fellas.
Nice. Does it involve getting people free root canals?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. But no. Which one of these bitches frequent the club?
Usha.
Okay. You know who comes to the club all the time? Where's Tavar and these old bitches? There's Tavar. He's singing. We gotta go find the old bitches. Where's the old bitches? Remember the old lady told me she comes to the club all the time? She's been doing it since she was 14 years old during the first episode that we got here.
So those are the old women that are with Tavor.
Yeah. So are they on stage with him? Singing, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours.
Oh.
No, I'm
okay.
No. I can't bring myself to do that.
I forbid it.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go over to the old lady,
breaky,
pull up Usha Song's picture, and be like, "Hi, ladies, I was wondering, do you know this bitch right here?"
I mean, she's been in a couple of times, I'm sure. I mean, she has one of those faces that looks just so familiar. She looks like such a nice young lady.
Have you ever came across it?
Oh, God.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Sorry, I was reading chat there.
Damn.
I got it. I was drinking right when I read that.
Chad is savage.
This shit almost came out my nose.
Chad is savage.
All right, move on.
So the old lady that I'll say the primary of the old ladies is
the one that's currently trying to massage the inside of Tavor's thigh. Right? Yeah.
Well, no, the one that Valley had been talking with earlier, the one that he actually made it a point to go and talk to. She is going to throw her arm over your shoulder and she's essentially hanging on to you. You can tell that she is considerably more drunk than when you last spoke with her. She's not quite to the point of unintelligible, but she's definitely over the limit. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Gonna whisper in her ear. You point me in the direction to find this mischievous little girl here. I can set you up with that one that is up there.
You're pointing at Tavor?
Yep.
So the question is, how drunk is she? Can she remember?
Have her roll a save.
Yeah, have her roll a mental save. Fuck
yeah.
Or will she make something up just to get some dick?
Mm.
Maybe I should roll.
Said no girl ever.
Okay, I'm so prepared to roll talk right now.
I don't have a boyfriend. Yeah.
Knock the dust off that shit. What do you mean? What do
Or
you
five
mean?
dead husbands.
Yeah.
You may not have a boyfriend, but the Moby's been here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We aren't talking about that today. We can never make it a whole conversation without you bringing that motherfucker up.
Dude, I'm so gonna buy one and just have it like hang out in the living room.
Just have it hanging over your chair.
What the fuck?
Just
Put
like
it
every
next to
now
your
and then
sword.
tap it, you did like a swing.
Put it next to the sword in the background, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to decide, is this going to be a mental save or a constitution save?
Are you talking about having something like this in the background?
I don't think you can roll to save for a sore shoulder. That is a fatal injury.
What?
Sorry, I was just replying to the guys in chat.
Oh, sorry.
I was just being a dick.
I got it. Okay, so gonna have to be a mental save.
Damn it.
She points to the dance floor and says, "No." Isn't that the nice young lady right there?
That's a notice.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make you roll on that. I mean, she has similar long dark hair, and that's about the only similarity between the picture and the person on the dance floor.
Cool. I'm gonna whisper in her ear. Only thing you need to tell him is that the secret's in the center of the galaxy, and you're here to help him. And I'm gonna turn and walk away.
Okay. So Tavor, minute or so later, one of the older women walks up, slides up next to you on the little bench, and says, "The secret is in the center of the universe. I'm here to help you." And while chat catches up, what are you guys doing?
Well, I thought we were all talking, but I guess not now. I guess he went to go talk to the old ladies.
Yeah, he got up, went and talked to the old ladies. You guys have an opportunity to do something while he's doing that.
Is there an open table anywhere?
Yeah, most of the people are either on the dance floor or at the bar getting drinks. So there's a couple of tables open. Yeah.
Is there one further towards the, like further towards the back?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'd be further towards the back. I would, are we going to walk by Valley, walk close to him?
No, he's going to be on the other side. Basically, the door is going to be to my 7 o'clock. The old ladies are 11 o'clock. The bar's at 3. The open table in the back is going to be about 1.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead to the table in the back. Just keep an eye on things while he does his thing.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a hostess or something walking around getting drinks first.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go sit in the back and order the cheapest beer they
Okay. And Brian? Okay.
Scotty's looking at his
What's the
phone.
name of the guy we don't have a picture of yet?
The guy that you don't have a picture of?
The girl.
Oh, the guy. We had the little drug dealer guy. He's fucking.
No, the acquaintance that hangs out with the.
His ex-girlfriend?
Right.
That's a girl. It's Koyuka Flavius.
Or are you talking about? We came here with.
Is it Koyuko?
We came here with a verbal description of the drug dealer, and he's dead in the van. Now the head guy is fucking guy.
Oh, whoa! Time out! Koyuko Flavius?
No, that's a different person. That's from this episode.
That's the girlfriend's girlfriend, like friend that is a girl. The ex-girlfriend's friend that is a girl.
What's her connection to the midget?
You asking this in game?
Yeah, Flukasha Flavius is the midget that was torturing us. What's the connection?
Dude, no.
What do you mean, no? Same last name? Same family? One's a cop who's dirty and we know it?
I don't know a midget, but fucking how
The
you
midget that interrogated us.
Yeah.
His name what?
I didn't pick up a connection on that.
Right. His name is Flukashi Flavius. Oh, come on, guys.
Now-
I got nothing for you.
Oh, okay. Now, I do just have to say that Valley was not interrogated in that precinct. So he is not aware of who you're talking about.
I don't know that I ever asked anybody's name. I think I just cooperated.
Yeah, I don't know who all actually
Okay.
got the name, but regardless.
Hey, Valley. So, midget that interrogated us in the first precinct, his name is Flavius also. That's a bit coincidental since the precinct we just came from thought that he was involved with the drug trade.
I'm gonna look something up.
Okay.
Because I don't know that guy's name. I don't know where you're getting a connection from the drug trade from the previous shit or anything else. The only thing that I know is y'all had a case with a missing.
When we were interrogating, the midget came up again, and the precinct we were talking with, the officers there said that, yeah, he was a corrupt cop. They knew it, but they couldn't prove it. We got him basically kicked out of the precinct he was at, and he had a bolo for him. They were looking for him because of the evidence that we brought up against him. So now having this girl that has the same last name, same family, who's also involved in the drug trade, makes me think that the Flavius family is involved in the drug trade. Let's do a quick check on that family name and see where their influences are in this planet. Maybe we can do some tracking there. I mean, that's just me, but I'm just a doctor. You want some penicillin?
I like. Are you saying this so Valley can hear it? Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. My character knows really the only thing that he knows from the previous thing that you guys went to was that you guys were released to find this chick, and you sent me a picture.
Well, now
That's
he
it.
knows.
Now he's like, what the fuck is this shit going on when it has to do with this?
Right.
I'm like, hey, you
There you
telling
go.
me? And I'm like, okay, well.
I don't know what to say. I'm just saying, this is, since we seem to have hit a dead end here, let's chase down this rabbit trail.
We haven't hit a dead end though yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember that guy's name.
Yeah, neither do I.
Valley, when you say you don't remember that guy's name, which guy are you referring to?
The midget he's talking about. Like,
okay.
Because my character was never given that name.
Okay. So
of the midget, and my character was only given information by Tavar and Jack, who sent me the picture.
Can I use my Spoogle and look up the family name?
Okay.
So what, I need it like a no roll?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. So, yeah, a no roll would work. And then
What attribute? Wisdom, intelligence?
Yeah. So a no is intelligence.
Yeah, in this case, it's going to be intelligence.
Okay, got it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You remember that guy's name?
He was saying it on the radio.
Like, but my character doesn't know anything of that guy or of any of this stuff. So
Just a second here. Oh, that's so perfect. Give me just a second here. So, you're looking for the family's
Flavius family name.
The Flavius family is known for its connection to the Koala Alliance.
Spelled like koala, Koala.
Yep, just like the bear.
They're eucalyptus farmers.
No, they're not.
Eucalyptus.
Plants.
Yeah.
So I made a connection. I'm pretty happy about that. Notes work.
Yes, notes do work.
Yeah, I didn't have that in my notes at all. But I'm not sure that I heard his name.
I wrote it down in my notes. It simply said midget Fukashi Flavius, and I think that's because I totally wanted to
Fight that midget.
No, really. I just wanted to take a cattle band to his testicles.
Yeah, he was a mean little guy.
Yeah. So, Brian. Hey, so while you guys were getting interrogated by the little short midget and all the other stuff, Valley was like chilling in the hotel, fucking wandering around doing. So my guy, like, I can't help you.
No, I understand. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
I don't fucking know. And you're like, yeah, the guy interrogated us. And I'm like, fucking, I never got. And I'm over here thinking, so, but I got confused because when we were at the second precinct where all of us were at,
right?
They gave us a description of the dude, and then they gave us a picture of the fucking other guy. Well, we went and found the description of the dude dancing on the floor, and that's who's dead in the paddy wagon.
Right.
So that's what I thought we were talking about at first. So that's why
that's like,
that's why Valley's like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Yeah. So
all my information, the only information I really got from you guys was like, here's this bitch we're looking for.
Right.
Go look at this spaceship.
Brian's thought at this point is that little midget dude is the one that was the contact between the docks to the club scene, and his sister, aunt, whoever this chick is, was the one that was the pipeline. So that's Brian's thought.
So the Koala Alliance, led by the social elite, believes the government should ensure the world can provide all its own goods and services and forbid the import of foreign goods.
Liberals.
No, that would be more of an isolationist. That was like an old school policy. It's kind of like a planetary isolationist.
Oh, so like a colonial.
Yeah.
Colonial expansion.
Definitely somewhat militant.
So this is still Koala Alliance?
Yeah.
Would we say violently militant, or just militant in their beliefs as far as they won't budge?
Currently, they are they're in the second group. They are not going to change their opinion. The group is known for military preparedness, though.
Preppers?
they're sort of preppers, but they haven't actually utilized their influence in a violent manner. Although they definitely don't want, they're not budging on their morals and mission statement.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all of the important information about the group.
About the family or the Koala Alliance?
So the family is directly connected to the Alliance.
There's no underworld ties or anything like that.
No.
Got it. I guess I will pass this information on. All right, based on the intel that I could glean of Spoogle, Flavia's family is fairly powerful. They are in a Koala alliance. They believe the government should have a planetary isolationist policy. They're semi-militant. They haven't done any military actions, but they are preparing for something.
And you guys have heard of the Koala Alliance. You're definitely not familiar, but you have definitely heard of them and know enough about it to understand that it's one of those elite groups, the social elite.
Skull and Bones type shit.
What do you mean by Skull and Bones?
Skull and Bones is like this elite group in Yale that like 4 or 5 presidents have.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Secret society shit.
no, it's not that kind. No, it's just the
It's like if the Fortune 500 had a influence in political and
Yeah.
Global economics.
Yeah,
Um, but this is a group that is known on several different planets, not just this one.
Okay, so it's
Gotcha.
it's a galactic level.
That kind of influence and idea, though.
Yeah,
It's a galactic level thing, or
yeah,
whatever. Okay.
exactly.
So
Do we know how far-reaching their influence is? Is it a couple of solar systems? Is it
they were based on Adelia.
is it the inner core world, or are they pretty much influential throughout the entire?
that planet we blew up was their home base.
No.
That was their closet.
Their dumpster.
So pretty much any planet that you go to in this system would, if they don't have members, the society would know of the group.
So it's more of a system-wide instead of say galactic expanse.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
I guess what I'm saying is, not every system will know of them.
So, within the Milky Way, most of the livable systems, that have habitable planets, would either have a membership for the Alliance, or the population would be familiar enough with the name to know, that's the elite.
Okay, yeah, it just came to me the I guess area terminology I was thinking this is quadrant. So
Yeah.
they're actually known throughout the entire, say, Milky Way, not just one specific quadrant or one specific solar system within a quadrant. Okay, thank you.
I mean, in this quadrant, there are, I think, 20 different systems that have habitable planets. Of those 20, I would say probably 14 have members. The other
Gotcha.
6 all know of it.
Right, gotcha, okay.
So, that is who the Flavius clan is. That's not how to word that. The Flavius clan is known to be among the high-ranking members of the Alliance.
So they're, say, a member of the board of directors.
Sure.
And we threatened, crossed, and now we're chasing one of the members of the house. Okay, great, sure.
Who did we threaten?
The midget.
All right, I don't know about you guys, but I threatened the hell out of him.
After he interrogated you with a cattle prod.
I don't think they're going to care about what he was doing.
And he has since left his position with that precinct.
Yeah, but
I
we
believe
know a
he's
guy who's so
told to go
powerful.
away.
We knew a guy that was so powerful, he told that guy to get fucked. So,
All right. Well,
All right, so where are we going?
I think Valley's still working on trying to find this.
Valley's still trying to catch up with what the hell I freaking unloaded.
I think Valley's still looking for Usha's song.
I fucking.
Or a good Backstreet Boys turn. One of the two.
Um. And I didn't get any other response back about my fish finder.
I'm not even sure what that roll is all about.
I'm asking right now. Sure, we'll find out soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, guys, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Not real comfortable having the police know where we are, considering we're impersonating federal agents. So
We're not really impersonating federal agents. We're impersonating Pew-Pew Anonymous. PPA. You can find us at pewpewanonymous.com. We're impersonating Mercenaries, that is a subsidiary contract company for the Polanco Corporation, which will probably fuck us even greater than having the police.
oh crap! What plan is this?
Go big or go home.
Okay.
I've already committed multiple felonies this week. What's one more?
All right. You are going to get an update here in just a second. I'm just taking some notes. What the hell do you?
Flavius.
No.
No, just fucking playing. I don't know.
Okay. Um. You get a reply on your phone, Valley.
Okay.
Go big or go home. Or no, it's going to be a question mark. Go big or go home.
Double down.
Sammartino Band. SAMMARTINO BAND.
Amatino band.
Headquarters here. Out of business. Now, I'm going to give you this without a roll. Sammartino Band is known throughout the quadrant for building anti-grav vehicles. Basically,
They specialize in like civilian or military or combination of both.
Any kind of vehicle that could be used, that could be in the category of, floating on anti-grav, is likely to have been built by Sammartino Band. For instance, the vehicles that you've been involved with the police, the paddy wagon, the police cruiser, they were all anti-grav, and obviously from that same manufacturer.
So are they saying they're out of business? Or out of business here on this planet?
That's going to require some more investigation from you.
Ooh, spookle.
Okay.
What do you want? Knowledge?
No, it's fine. So
Spookle. I'm gonna sping it. Space Bing.
So it's their business is doing not exceptionally well, but well enough here on Thorun to maintain the business that they're in.
Headquarters here. Was there a comma in space? Was headquarters here, comma, out of business, question mark, out of business?
Period.
Period.
Yep.
You want this? You want this done? Is my response.
Chapter 11 it is.
You double down.
Cool. I just look up the address of the business.
Okay. It's going to be in the industrial.
111 Finger Ave.
It's going to be in the industrial part of town. I don't have an address off the top of my head, but yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Ain't gonna be that hard to. Big ass fucking factory that builds anti-grav shit in the industrial part of town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1414 Martin Luther King Way.
Okay. Brian. Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Are you pursuing the Flavius concept?
Yeah, we got some intel, but it's nothing we can really act on right now.
Oh, I can act with a cattle prod and a lot of prejudice.
I gotta go see a man about a car.
Okay. Do you need a loan from the bank?
No, it's a fucking play of words.
So was mine.
You just think about making a big ass bomb later.
Oh, shit.
Well, you got Brian's attention.
You just think about that. I got some stuff I gotta check out, and then they
Need a distraction?
No, I need a destruction.
Do we still have access to that ship in the docks?
All right. Yeah, you know, if we do a power loop through the thermal coupling.
I'm just saying an uncontrolled fusion reaction will make a big fucking crater.
You know what? That is
Wait. I shouldn't have said that. Fuck. Now I just gotta...
It might actually take out part of the city. Well, a quarter of the city.
That might be pretty cool of what we got to do. All right, check this out. What would be really interesting if you guys can go back to the first precinct where you guys were before and see if you can get access to the ship right there, because the non-eradicated cobalt that is on the ship there, when you guys were talking before, and once it's
There's non-irradiated cobalt, yeah. But it's
once it becomes an isotope, then fucking... I listen to you guys talk about this shit. You can make big cool guy bombs and stuff out of it.
Well, you don't need cobalt-60 to make bombs. It's just a gamma emitter once it's irradiated. But what you'd really want to do with it is use it for a secondary on your detonation.
Cool.
It amplifies basically.
If you guys can get all that cool guy stuff loaded up and wired, like, we can see what's going on and what we can do. All right?
Fuck. I shouldn't have said anything.
You opened your mouth and fucking gave me an idea, and that's an idea. Brian. You built it.
Or smell really bad.
No smells, no stink bombs, no. I want explosion, fire, destruction, a crater. I need to destroy something off the face of this planet.
What if I could figure out the right chemical composition for something that was very odorous, but when it came into contact with carbon life forms, it became explosive?
I don't want to be around you when you do.
If I don't know that I want to blow up people. Things are one thing. Assets are one thing, but people I'm not down to just fucking murder en masse if I can avoid it. We've already got enough souls on our hands with that fucking fiasco we just left the planet.
Yeah,
Now I'm feeling guilty.
no, this can be fucking pretty big for us.
Controlled
Okay.
demolition, I'm okay
So,
with.
if you go back to the original precinct, you can follow up where the Flavius guy is, see if they have any documentation, family history, where he is, what his emergency contacts and stuff are from when he was employed there. Like you were saying, he was over there and stuff, to track him down. And while you're at it, see if you can gain access to the ship in order to facilitate
Liberate a few things from the ship that we may need in case.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. If all else fails, we can put it in a fucking one of them anti-grav dock things or whatever. But I'd prefer it to be in a large canister thing of anti-grav, so we can just like drive it there or whatever. What they call them things?
Couldn't we get this? I mean,
like V beds?
now hear me out. We do have the robot pilots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we could just have the robot. It doesn't have to, it's not space worthy, but it doesn't have to be in space. As long as it can get near atmospheric flight, get some speed up, fly into the building, blow up.
Wire that shit for the secondary explosion with the fucking cobalt.
Well, 9/11 that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Jesus.
Was it? You know what?
Wow.
Dude, we'll get the motherfuckers on there. We'll get that shit set up. Fuck it. That is a fucking fantastic idea. Can you program the automatrons to do that?
Maybe.
So, Brian, wire the shit on the ship. Now fly that motherfucker up, and then fly it down, and then when it hits where the target is, now get all the coordinates and stuff together.
So we want a ballistic trajectory, fly it up as high as it can, fly it straight down back into the building?
Yeah, with least amount of fucking availability to receive fucking contact.
You don't have to have it go up very high. Just have it hit the main thrusters before it comes down.
Just have it go in the fucking spike drive.
Right, because that works so well. No, we're still.
There's no more spike. The spike drive is gone.
But
Quick question. Hold on. I hate to interrupt, but quick question. Are you telling them what the building or the target is at all?
not yet.
Okay.
I haven't. I just the only thing I
Said
told
made a
them
bomb. Make a bomb.
Make a
and-
bomb.
yeah,
and blow up some shit.
Yeah, and you've said the building and whatnot, so I just had to make sure that was clear. Go ahead, continue.
I got to make sure where it is yet. The only thing I really told him was I got to go see a man about a car.
I got one stipulation.
Uh-huh.
There can't be any kids. No one under the age of 12.
No one under the age.
Does that midget have to be strapped to the front?
Is there a height and weight requirement too?
No, just age.
Just age. Okay. What's the child labor laws on this planet?
Of labor law.
I would say it's pretty much standard to what we have nowadays.
Okay, cool.
But for the most part, a lot of the population doesn't do physical labor.
It's all automatons.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how the society is built. So
So
I'm just saying that
I don't think they're
We
going to be
can't
having
have-
to bring your kids to work day. No school, no women, no children. Got it. No kids.
He said no kids. He doesn't care about women.
Yeah. How do you
Should've
kill
seen
women and children?
You ever heard of one of his ex-wives? Thereby. They ain't around no more.
Oh shit! All right, can you prep it? As he runs to the bathroom.
I think I can do a lot of the work.
Nate,
Hmm.
I need y'all to get this shit done. It needs to fucking because
I don't want to kill a bunch of innocent people.
they're all bad. They're all bad. Okay, all right. This is what I'm gonna.
I don't want to kill people at all. Controlled demolition's one thing. Fucking wiping out a whole bunch of people. I don't know.
Fuck.
yeah, that didn't work.
All right, so it's all bad. It's just a bunch of corporate mongers that are fucking need to get fucking taken care of.
Okay.
Okay.
Valley, give me a no roll. There's a chance that some additional information might be vaguely known. With that roll, I'll give you this. There are rumors about the head of the company. Nothing that you can remember directly, but there's just something not right about him.
Making the fucking fire over here. I will have more. I just need you to let me know you can prep it.
I'll get it done.
And that way it puts you guys on your quest too to go find fucking this Flavius guy, to get the shit done.
Not really my
We
quest.
can get whatever we need to get out of the what's left of in the ship if the haven't fucking raided that shit yet.
Fairly worthless cobalt.
But when you put fucking 1,000 fucking tons of it together,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes a little bit of value. Can we do this? I wouldn't like to Bob the Builder. Yes, we can.
Who the fuck is Bob the Builder?
Were you ever a child, man?
I'm fairly certain we can complete this task.
Okay, it'd be beautiful. Ready? Savar, you stay drunk.
Yeah, he's rubbing back up on the women who are rubbing on him.
Be like, so Savar, gonna know something is gonna happen. It may dewalt our plan. He's not involved in it right now. Maybe
Should
tomorrow.
we send him like to school or something?
Him to school.
Yeah,
I
don't
think
they have
he's
like
about
a
to go get
psychic
schooled
school?
by these old ladies.
I hope his mind bullets can save him.
Brian, what do you need from me?
Honestly, it sounds like, I mean, just the reactor itself, and if we can engage the thrusters at the right time, I mean, we shouldn't need to amplify that at all. It's going to be fairly destructive to easily 3-block radius. It might actually be slightly radioactive for the next 10,000 years or so, but we'll be all right.
Are these fusion reactors or fission? Because if they're fusion, it's not really going to be radioactive.
There'll be some radioactivity based on...
Well, it's not. Is there not? The cobalt's not eradicated yet.
Or cobalt's not
that's-
irradiated. It's just plain
Right. No, but I mean, but we're still going to have some sort of radiation fallout just from...
How much do you need in order?
No, I was just saying, if this is a fusion reactor, there's not going to be radioactive products. It's going to be fusion of...
Right, I'm not expecting a fallout. I'm just saying that the ground itself will be slightly irradiated. Possibly not even at the dangerous level.
In order to achieve the faster than light travel, it would have to be
matter-antimatter reaction or fusion?
no, it's going to be fusion. Yeah, it's a form of fusion. So
But that's not radioactive.
Do you have your credit card, Brian?
Again,
Let me see your credit card.
here.
So what I'm gonna do is, Guido,
yeah.
I'm gonna put 2,000 on his credit card. That's to buy whatever the fuck he needs to do and to get shit fucking for him and fucking Clank.
Okay. Are you telling him how much?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, gonna check it. So fucking. So obviously, when he checks it, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
Here.
Right. But he's not going to be checking it here.
Yeah, I'd be like, "This is what I got. I'm gonna put this on. This is what I got. I'm gonna put this on here. Fucking. Hopefully, it'll go through here in a few minutes. It'd be good to go. It's all I got that we can put towards this."
Integrated fusion power in the engines. So yeah.
Hopefully that's enough to make whatever the fuck we need to get done.
Oh no, it's plenty.
I mean,
An uncontained fusion reaction is a hell of a thing.
might be looking at more like 10 or 20 city blocks.
But we don't have to have the fusion reactor up. I think
Well, but even then, I mean, the concussive force itself could
The
cause
concussive force plus whatever fuel is left that's non-fusion
could
based.
cause a breach of the chamber. It could cause a reaction, not likely to cause
we'll have the
detonation. But that's what I'm talking about, the radioactivity being there. It's not likely to create a fallout, but the area will be radioactive. I'm assuming this is to facilitate us getting onto the ship, because we really don't need anything once we get onto the ship and get means of control of it.
Yeah, this is just to get to the ship, so you can get in there,
Okay.
reprogram the automatrons to fly the ship into what we need, and I'll get you the location afterwards.
In case we need something to.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that way you can wire up
Go to
whatever
the
you
Ace
need
or the
to.
Lowe's.
Yeah, you can wire up whatever you need to do to prep all the stuff to get it all squared away and
Well,
everything.
realistically, all we need to do is we need to get them to drop whatever they have holding that ship at the docking bay, whether it be a physical clamp or an electronic clamp. If it's an electronic clamp, we just need them to release it, and then we can remotely actually access the automatons and don't even have to get them onto ship.
Yeah.
If it's a physical clamp, then we need to have them remove it, and then again, just remotely access.
Was the dock hanging over
Okay.
something, or did the ship just like land on the fucking ground?
It was a hard landing.
Yeah, I thought it was just a pad.
Yeah.
So it's on a pad. So whatever you guys need to do to prep to get the ship fucking in the air, so it can just do that. That's
I always thought it was something like the Cloud-9 from Star Wars.
Altered Carbon.
Cloud City.
Cloud-9 is in fucking Altered
Cloud
Carbon.
City. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Papa Michelle, the floating city.
No, I was thinking, yeah.
All right, we
Yeah, I
good?
was thinking the ships being up on these, high-rise docking pads, especially looking at the image of the city we have.
Yeah, it's the docking bay is basically a large.
Yeah, but this is not Cobalt 60. It's just Cobalt right now.
Yep.
Oh, right. But it's basically just a raised, I would say, platform, but it's like a mile-long platform. And yeah, ships just come in. There's a couple of them spaced out on this end of the city. Valley had gone to one of the other docking bays when you first landed to find the other that contact that he was looking for. But yeah, it's basically just this huge raised section of places for ships to land. But go ahead.
What's the name of that group you were looking at?
Was the Koala Connection?
Yeah, that one. Okay, I'll remember that.
Alliance.
So, who actually impounded the ship? Was that like the dock patrol, or
It was the police.
so
that
the
arrested
police are the ones that?
Yeah, for the same dude that fucking arrested you guys, that set you guys free, that runs that shit. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Snake, how about this? How about we go this angle? We utilize our current police contacts. We tell them we want to use the ship as like a bait car. Let them think that they can use it to smuggle. Obviously, we already know that the spike drive is shot. So once they leave the system, then we're going to bust them. That's the storyline we give the police. We see if they'll release the docking clamps or shut down the electronic block on it, and then we do our bit. What do you think about that?
Then we can blame someone trying to steal it for the accident.
Yep.
I'm okay with it.
I like the way you think. All right, I'm off to see a man about a car.
All right. I think that's a pretty good place to stop, actually.
All right, I'm researching everything I can between this episode and next episode about the Samanto band and fucking where it's at and map schematics and all the other shit.
You guys missed me. Face it. Come on.
Yeah.
Who else can cause this much chaos and come up with this kind of convoluted plan?
Hey, I came up with the shit, man.
Brian, I need you to blow something up. Brian's like, fuck, you're my new best friend.
Yep.
I gotta try to outdo Jack. He took out a whole planet.
Damn it.
May his shoulder rest in peace.
I bet you I can make a star go nova.
All right.
This is like a
You said go big or go home. They want him out of business.
This is like an episode of what is it? Two Towers Gone Horribly Wrong, where Gimli and Legolas are counting kills.
I'm gonna give this whole list of like Douglas and Ja and fucking Usha and Kayuka to them. Be like, I need them here because fucking they've really helped out some people and stuff. So we'll buy them a car and shit and everything else. But doing that, fucking it'd be that. But I'm kind of behind the deals. We're gonna fucking buy fucking 1,000 fucking anti-grav vehicles from you guys. So, but I can't really do it unless the funding of publicity and charity of giving one to these.
Make sure that you ensure that their anti-air defense is down.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Corporation like that, they got to have an anti-air defense. So, I mean, everyone's experienced 9/11. I'm sure they remember it.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Yeah, we'll work on that. I'll pee on it. So I got the last one to fucking stop shooting.
All right. Well,
You're a grain of sand floating in space. Shut the fuck up! Piss on the fucking shit.